Hey everyone, this is Roman on Fire, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. And in this one, we're going to be taking a look at 3 very easy early game food farms. So yeah, these are some pretty easy farms that you can build in your survival world just within the first few days, probably even the first day with some of these. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump straight into the video. The first farm we have here today is the sweet berry farm. So yeah, sweet berries are found in the taiga biomes, which are the forests that have the spruce trees. So this is what the sweet berry looks like, and in order to harvest these, you actually have to right click. So the same button that you would use in order to place a block, you actually do not want to left click or destroy it because that'll break the entire bush. And yeah, that's really sad. So if I break this, I'll still get berries back, but if you right click, you get the berries and you don't break the bush, which is really nice. This took me a long time to figure it out, but once I learned it, it is just such a lifesaver, honestly. So yeah, make sure you go ahead and right click on these things. If we eat a sweet berry, it only gives us 2 hunger points, which isn't that great in the grand scheme of things, but within the first few days, this is actually just amazing. It's just such a good food source because you can get tons of these. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the farms that you can build for these. If you walk into a sweet berry, you will actually take damage, which is not good. So one way to avoid that is to go ahead and place some blocks just right on top of them, or some slabs, either one works. And I just kind of made this look kind of nice, but you don't have to do that. You can just place blocks on top of these, and this will allow you to walk across them like this, and you won't take any damage, which is nice. And you can still go ahead and right click on these things in order to harvest them. And you can also bone meal these things, which is pretty nice. And if you really want to, you can make these things fully automatic. But I think that is a little too advanced for this video, even though it's still incredibly simple. It's just that, honestly, I think that a sweet berry farm like this is just really needed just for the first few days. Because eventually in your survival world, you're probably going to want to get a better food source just later on. So I don't think it's worth building a fully automatic version of this, but building something like this just within the first few days is really going to help you out. So yeah, you can get a little decorative with these things. Like I made this thing which looks kind of nice with all these trapdoors around it. Or you can make it kind of look like this, which is also pretty cool. But just to recap, all you have to do really is just go ahead and place a block or a slab on top of that, and that will automatically fix the issue of getting hurt by these things. I forgot to mention that yes, of course, you can expand this farm as much as you want. And yeah, I just highly recommend building this farm if you are near a taiga biome, and yeah, it's going to be really good during the early stages of your survival world. And yeah, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the next farm. We all know steak is a really, really good food source. If you eat it, it adds 8 hunger points back to your hunger bar. And check this out, we're already back to full health. And yeah, steak is just great. It's probably the best food source, probably just besides golden carrots. And yeah, so if you want to get a bunch of steak, you just got to make a very simple cow farm. So yeah, you could just do like a very traditional cow farm just like this, which works fine. But if you want, you can make one that's slightly more advanced. This one just uses carpet just on top of the fence, and I just dug down 1 block so you can easily just walk on here, and then when you're done breeding the cows, you can jump back up. And the cows cannot jump on the carpet, so that's all good, so you can breed the cows. And yeah, life's all good. But then, if you want to make one that's even better, without being really not that much harder to make, then let me show you this one. This right here is a very, very simple cow crusher. So there's like literally no redstone to this. It kind of looks like there is, but trust me, there's not. It's so, so simple. And yeah, it only works on the Java edition, sadly. Yeah, that's kind of sad. You can technically build it on Bedrock, but I mean, it's going to work just the same as like a manual cow farm. So yeah, I highly recommend building this if you are on Java and you need to get some steak, because this thing is awesome. But if you want to breed the cows, all you have to do is go ahead and kind of move your cursor in kind of like a U shape like this. And this will kind of make sure it gets all of the cows, because they're kind of all in one spot, so it makes it a little bit tricky. So you just kind of have to move it around, and then soon enough you'll get all the cows. And then after that, they should die due to a mechanic in the Java edition known as entity cramming. So when there's a certain amount of cows that are in that tight space, eventually one will die so that the new one can be born. So yeah, that's kind of how this works. If you want to build yourself one of these, all you got to do is take out a hopper, and then let's place it here with either a barrel or a chest, and then we'll have the hopper funneling into it. And then next we'll just take out some blocks, place them along here, just like so. And we'll leave a block broken down here to access the barrel. Then all we're gonna do next is get some cows up here. So I'll just spawn in a cow, and then the trick is you want to try to like slowly push him in while you're holding the wheat so that he stays put, but you can still push him. So it might take a little bit, but you should be able to get this to work. There we go. That wasn't too bad. And then we just need to do it one more time. We need to get 2 cows in here. And then we don't need any more of that because we only need 2 to breed. Okay, so we just need to push them in. There we go. So we've now got 2 cows in here. Then next we can just break this. We don't need that. And then go ahead and add a water bucket right here. And now you will see that the cows will bob up and down. Take out a fence. We can go ahead and place that here and break that one. And check this out. We've now finished the cow crusher. It's very, very simple. And yeah, you can also use a cobblestone wall if you want to. Either one works. And yeah, that's how you build it. All you want to do next is go ahead and just breed these cows and just keep doing it. And you don't need to kill any cows or anything because eventually once they reach that limit, they'll just start dying from the entity cramming. But you always have, I think it's like 21 cows in there or something like that. I can't remember the number. But yeah, you should have a decent amount of cows in there. And it should be a pretty good farm. Another thing to know is if you want to use a chest, all you have to do is go ahead and quickly break this and add in a piece of glass or just some sort of transparent block because you need that in order to open the chest. So yeah, if you want to use a large chest, go ahead and do that. If not, you can just keep this as a normal block and use a barrel because if you do a chest like this, it's not going to open. Next we have the crop farm, which includes the wheat, carrot, potato, and the beetroots, although the beetroots aren't that good. But yeah, these 2 farms that you see right here, there's like just some different types of of the very basic crop farms where you just go ahead, take them out, and then you just replant the seeds. And honestly, these work great. Like I use this in my survival world right now, although I am planning on upgrading to a better crop farm. But yeah, this is the very basic manual crop farm that you can build. And yeah, I think they work pretty good, but there are some ways to improve it. First off, you can add torches around, and adding torches speeds up the process of growing even during the nighttime when it's all dark, which is pretty cool. And there are other crop farm designs that you can build, like there's one that has to do with bees, one that has to do with villagers, which makes it fully automatic. But just for today's video, we're going to go ahead and check out this one that I have here. So this one's like a semi-auto crop farm because what you can do is you can flick this lever, and it's going to harvest all of the wheat, and it's going to go straight to this hopper, and all of the stuff is going to go straight to this chest. So yeah, this is by far one of the easier designs that is a little bit better from just building a standard crop farm. And these are expandable as well. If you want to build one larger than this, then feel free. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the building tutorial. Alright, so to build this farm, you're going to need some seeds, some dirt, or just use the grass that's on the ground, 8 redstone dust, 8 trapdoors, 1 hopper, 1 lever, some building blocks, a hoe, a water bucket, a chest, or a double chest or barrel, up to you, and some torches if you want. Okay, so first you want to dig out a trench of 7 blocks, just like that, and then just fill it in with water. And then go ahead and 8 blocks in between, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Let's go ahead and add a trench here as well. Next you want to make sure there's some grass or dirt here, and you want to till the ground, just like this. Now let's go to the back of it, and let's place our trapdoors. There we go, and then let's take out our blocks and just fill them in right here. And then fill in some water here as well. Okay, so we're almost done. So now we just need to fill in some blocks here. And then some more over here. And then you might want to add blocks on top of here, or just like slabs or something. You don't have to though, but there is a chance that like the seeds when they're getting harvested that they might land on top of here. So if you want to fix that, you can go ahead and add blocks, or I think just slabs will work. But yeah, we're just going to leave it like this for now. Next, let's go back here and let's add our redstone dust. So let's go ahead and place it just along here like that. And then we'll add a lever. And you can add like a block here with a lever like that, or just like this, whatever you want, honestly, just kind of personal preference. So I'll just do it like that. I think that looks cool. And then we'll just dig out a little trench here as well. And then let's add a bucket of water on this side. And this should flow all the way just like this And then we can go ahead and add a hopper, and we need to have this hopper facing towards that dirt block, which we're going to add a chest or a double chest, just like that. And then if you want, you can make it so, oh, whoops, there we go. Make it so that the hopper goes into a chest like this way if you want, but I mean, it's a little bit more compact if we have it in here, so that's why I just put it there. So now we just got to plant the seeds, and then once these grow up, we're going to go ahead and harvest them. You know what, we can go ahead and add slabs here if we want. I'm just going to do that. And then there we go. If we flick this lever upwards, it's going to harvest all the wheat, and it's going to go rushing down here like crazy. And yeah, now it's going to make its way into the chest. See, as you can see, all of our stuff is already in the hopper, and oh my gosh, we got 56 wheat, which is perfect. We wanted exactly 56 pieces. So now that this thing is all finished, you can go ahead and add torches like here if you want, like add slabs, just like this in this cool pattern. Obviously don't have to do this, but I don't know, I just think it looks cool. Yeah, add torches if you want, make any final touches, and yeah, this thing is all done. So I also just tested this on Bedrock, and unfortunately the trapdoor mechanic does not work, so you actually have to use dispensers on here, which actually still works great. I actually replace this with a button, and if you hit it, still works like that. You just have redstone on top, and then we have water buckets inside of each dispenser. And there's also an extra row here because this is where the water was for the Java edition, but with this one with the dispensers over here, it gives you an extra row of space. So now you get a full stack of wheat instead of just 56, which is actually kind of nice. This is how you do it in the Bedrock edition. Alright, so that's going to wrap up today's video. Hope you all enjoyed or found it helpful, and if you did, please be sure to hit that like button, give it a thumbs up, that'd be really nice, and go subscribe if you haven't already, guys. And anyways, guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you later. See ya.